Hey y'all, so this is going to be the first video I do for YouTube, besides watching our children perform at church and everything. So today I'm going to go outside to our little garden. We're expanding our garden. We're kind of doing like a urban homestead type thing. So we're eventually, hopefully soon in the future, we'll be able to get some property to be able to do a full homestead. But I'm going to turn the camera around real quick if I can. Maybe I can't. I don't see the little picture for it. But I'm going to show y'all the little garden right now. It's kind of bare because we are getting closer to winter time. But I am looking at expanding the garden for next season. And then we're going to harvest some of our lemons that are left on the tree. So we've got our new expansion here. I've got the cardboard down to kill all of the grass because last year, or I should say this spring, I ripped out all of the grass with just a shovel and it was very time consuming and very hard. So this year I am changing it up and doing cardboard to help with the grass. I've got my compost pile over there that I put all of our food scraps, yard clippings, all of that goes there. And then this is our little garden area, and then it kind of expands a little bit over there, but we're going to extend it to where that grass is as well. I did use this arbor type thing this past season because we do have neighborhood cats that like to use our garden as litter box, so I was trying to kind of deter them by zipping it up at times. So yeah, so here is my mylar tree. I do have a couple of lemons still left on it for harvesting. There's still a couple that are still green. I have a little bushel, or I shouldn't say bushel, cluster of them on this one side. A couple are getting yellow and a couple are still kind of green. But we're going to harvest a couple of these and take those inside, and we'll show you what we're going to do with those once they're inside. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. The other hand is holding the phone. Okay. Little critters make a nest. And I've got two more in here. So I'm going to go ahead and clip these since we are getting in cooler temperatures, so that way we don't lose them completely. Alright, and then I'm just going to stick them in my little garden bag here. Little mylar tree that's given us a good amount of lemons. So we're back in the house from looking at the garden and the trees. So I've got some lemons started already, but I went ahead and harvested what was left because we are starting to kind of go into colder temperatures and I don't want to lose any of the lemons that were left on the tree. So I just brought these in so they can finish ripening. I still have all of these to work with. But right now what I'm doing is I'm going to be making some homemade lemon vinegar for cleaning purposes. So I basically just took a basic potato peeler or vegetable peeler, however you want to word it. And I've peeled the lemons, and I'm going to take it and put it in a little jelly jar. I think this is about a 6 to 8 ounce, 6 ounce jar. So we're going to go ahead and fill this little jar up with all the lemon peels. So we're going to do this to where I can actually see what I'm doing too. What's up there, bud? Got the kiddos. Son's finishing up his schoolwork. And then my daughters have already finished. So they're playing with some toys. Hi! So, move these around and get some of these. Alright. Alright, so now we've got our lemons in here. I'm going to be using a canning funnel, and we're going to put some white vinegar, distilled white vinegar, into this jar to fill it all the way up. Hopefully I can do this with one hand, not spill. Almost. There we go. So I set that there. So now we have all of our vinegar here. I'm gonna grab our canning lid. Put that there. And then we're gonna put our top on. So I can get this with one hand going. Alright, so I gotta set this one here. So tighten that down and tighten. Alright, and then we're gonna set this in a cool, dark environment for about 2 weeks, so that way the lemons can infuse with the vinegar. And I'll let y'all know more of how that is. Okay, so now I'm going to show y'all about the peeling. It's just like you do any other vegetable. So you're just going to peel those rinds, basically, and put them in a little bowl here. So these ones I'm going to put in the dehydrator, so that way I can get these dehydrated, and then I'm going to put them through a grinder and grind them down into a little powder, so that way I can use them for cooking, for flavoring anything that might be calling for lemon. All of that. Continue to peel. This little 6-ounce jelly jar took 3 lemons that were about this size. This is our 2nd year, I believe it is, of our harvest from our lemon tree. I love this little lemon tree. So awesome. It was a gift from my mother-in-law 3 years ago. And yeah, it's been given like really good lemons. Like this, sometimes this size, sometimes this size. So they kind of vary. But we're just going to pull a couple more of these off. So while I do this to get some more, I'm going to pause the video so y'all don't have to be put through all the waiting of this process. Try to see if I can get it on the video, but y'all kind of get the point, right? So we'll pause it, and I'll come back whenever we're over by that dehydrator over there and kind of show you that process. Alright, see you. I have all of our lemons peeled here, so I'm going to set them on our dehydrator, and then we'll just turn it on for a little bit and get these started on drying. And I do have our little kombucha coming over here, working up. This is our 2nd batch, basically. I just started learning how to do all of that. I ordered a SCOBY off of Amazon from this one right here, and it has all of the directions on how to make the kombucha at home. So yeah, can't get a little off topic from this part, but hey, it's all homemade, right? So why not blend it all together? So we're just going to continually lay these in here, leaving some spaces around it so that way the air can flow over it. I love this little dehydrator, gal. If you're looking for one, I got this one off of Amazon. It was actually reasonably priced compared to some of the other dehydrators that are out there on the market. It comes with 4 of the little stackables. so that way you can kind of stack up a few. I can fit about 4 apples, chopped pretty thinly, well, like a little fruit size. I can fit those in here. So I'm going to put our second level on and keep going. But yeah, you can fit 4 apples in this and get you some nice little dried fruit treats to kind of munch on through the day or whenever you go out and about. Kind of make your own little trail mix type thing, but with dried fruits. And there are attachments that you can buy as well to make fruit leathers and things like that. So it's pretty cool. But that's the brand. Really awesome. Highly recommend. So I'm gonna get the rest of these put in here and I'll be back and we'll plug it in so y'all can check it out. So I was able to try to use all 4 levels, but that makes 7 full-size lemons. Some of them are a little monstrous. This is the sound it makes. Kind of loud, but gets the job done, guys. So we shall come back and see. All right. So we're back with this. These have been sitting in here for a couple hours. Let's say about maybe 2 hours. They're finally dry, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little blades in our blender here, and we're basically just going to empty this out. Pull it forward. But we're going to empty this out into the blender, and then I'm going to get it all blended up and make it into like a nice little powder. So I'll get this empty, I'll get it in the blender, and we'll be right back. So now we're back. So I got all of these emptied off and into the blender. So now I'll blind. Wait for this to, there we go. All right, turn our power on, and it's gonna get loud, so we're just gonna blend it up and go from there. I think we are as good as we are gonna get it fine wise. So being tight, pop it off. Little guy. Okay. Candies. So this is basically the consistency that we have it right now. I have a little bit more left to go in there, but I'm going to just do that off camera so that way y'all don't end up with a horrible angle. So now we're going to get into the lemons itself. Okay, I'm going to get started on slicing our little lemon here. So now we're going to take our lemon slices and try to get as many of the seeds out of them. And we're going to put them into the dehydrator. And I am leaving some spacing in between so that way the air can flow through relatively easy to get them dried out a little quicker. Some of the smaller seeds I think will be alright to leave, but we will pull some of the larger seeds out. Okay, so here's the lemons. Got them all sliced out, all put on there. Ended up being about 5 lemons total. And we're going to leave this for a few hours. We'll just keep checking on it to see how they're doing. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. If you liked the video today, leave me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you look forward to some more videos in the future, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Y'all have a blessed day and a wonderful week. God bless.